Okay, maybe 2 videos in one day. All right, so this was the original engine with the Tomos head, the A35 head that was in the roller. And then this is the quote spare that has the A3 head. But if you look at the gears, see how rusty they are? There's also a bit of a chip in here. The other one has a chip too, but this whole thing, it's very grindy. It does not want to turn, right? It's just really doesn't want to turn. I was trying to turn it by the clutch, and it's just so sticky, right? Now, as opposed to over here, you can see this had a lot of fluid, transmission fluid, and it spins. Now, there's also some chipped teeth. If you look back there, you can see some chipped teeth a little bit, but not that bad. But this thing, it's so much smoother, you know? You can move some of the stuff around. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this guy, which was, quote, the spare, as the bottom or the basis for this. And I think also what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clean it up. And I'm going to go ahead and put the cylinder and the head and all that stuff on it. And I'm going to check it for air leaks because I have a leak down tester that I got from Treats. And I'm going to try that before I replace the seals because I want to kind of go with the path of least resistance. Somebody else would say, hey man, split the cases, get all new gears, all new clutch, new bearings and all that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and see if it has air leak. If it doesn't have an air leak, of course I'll have to block this off. That's where the tester goes on this head. I'm going to probably use this head on this with the new cylinder over there. And I have to block off the exhaust under here and the manifold. But, you know, once I block off the manifold and the exhaust and put the air leak tester in here, pump it up to 4 pounds or whatever, I should be able to see if it leaks. If I have an air leak coming from one of the 4 seals, there's one seal behind here, there's one seal here on the kick pedal shaft or kickstart shaft, and then there's one behind the sprocket, and there's one behind the flywheel. But rather than pull all that off, I think I'm going to check. I mean, I'm going to be checking it before I put it in the bike anyway and try and start it. So if I put the top end kit on it and block off the intake and block off the exhaust under there, and I don't have air leaks, I'm gonna see how she goes. You can see, you know, these are mopeds. They're old. They have wear and tear. So you can see right here that you've got some wear and tear on the flywheel. Like I said, a little bit on the teeth right there, but it looks much better. Also, there's a sprag clip somewhere over here that I got to take a look at. Anyway, OG Big T over and out with the Tomos build.